Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out this evening. We have a beautiful night. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, as we begin the 100th commencement of Allentown High School, please rise and welcome the Allentown High School class of 2025 as they enter the seating area. Good evening, everyone. My name is Todd Payne. It's my privilege to be the principal of Allentown High School, and I've been part of the many great things happening each day here at our school. This evening, joining us on the stage, our Board of Education President and proud parent of a graduate, Mr. Patrick Nolan. Board of Education Vice President, Mr. Brett Williams. Board of Education member and also a proud parent of a graduate, Ms. Vanita Patel. Board of Education member, Mr. Howard Krieger. Board of Education member, Mrs. Stacy Bletcher. And Board of Education member, Mrs. Vanessa DePompo. We also welcome Mr. Mark Otero, Superintendent of the Upper Freehold Regional School District. Mr. Patrick Leary, Assistant Superintendent of the Upper Freehold Regional School District. Mrs. Nicole Patron, Business Administrator for the Upper Freehold Regional School District. Mr. Dennis Carey, Athletic Director for Allentown High School. Mrs. Caitlin Panasek, Teacher and Senior Class Advisor. Mrs. Diana Ricciardi, School Nurse and Senior Class Advisor. Dr. James McCartney, Superintendent of the Millstone Township School District. Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Alexander, retired, U.S. Air Force. Sitting with our graduates are Ms. Felino and Mr. Brandon Crosby, the Vice Principals of Allentown High School. We're also grateful for many staff who have shown up for our graduation this evening in honor of our graduates. I would also like to thank the Board of Ed for their continued support and Superintendent Mr. Otero on his leadership, direction, and encouragement through the year. Also, I need to thank my closest coworker, Ms. Lamparelli. Her hard work and commitment to our graduation event is always greatly appreciated. Well, I can go on and speak volumes about everyone from AHS. I really do need to thank both Mr. Crosby and Ms. Felino for their continued patience and having answered yet again another 10,000 questions from me this year, and I am grateful for their partnership, professionalism, and commitment to our students as well as Allentown High School. The entire staff of AHS has helped teach and guide your children along the journey. They're a very special group, and I am proud of them and thank them for their commitment to our students. However, the essential thank you and recognition go to the parents and the families who have been there for the journey and those who will continue to support our graduates as they venture into new beginnings and the start of something new. Thank you very much. It is my pleasure to call to the podium Braley LaFisca. Braley is the Senior Class President as well as a member of the National Honor Society, History Honor Society, Math Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, Future Educators Association, Nutshell, Peer Leaders, Student Council, Class Activities, Field Hockey Team, and Softball Team. In the fall, she will be playing softball at Chestnut Hill College and studying cybersecurity.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and of course, graduates. I'm Braley LaFisca, your Senior Class President for the class of 2025. First of all, congratulations, we got here, we're done. As we review not only our senior year, but all of our time together throughout high school, I think the best place to begin is from our prom in junior year, where the theme was Miracle. Now, I chose to begin here because I feel that serves as a great reflection of our class. Each person is able to shine in their own way, whether that's through creating art, leading a club, building robots, or competing in sports. The point is that each one of us shines in our own way, and as we come together one last time, we're able to look back and realize all of the accomplishments that we have achieved together. As each of us go on to our different paths, we must continue on with the same drive and motivation that got us here today. Whether you put that energy towards athletics, education, art, or anything else, you must continue to work towards your goals, whatever they may be. Along the way, there will be people who don't believe in you or try to lead you astray, and it's your job to move past them and build your own legacy. As I'm sure all of you know, and it has been said, we are the 100th graduating class of Allentown High School. Yeah. So to commemorate this, I have picked out 100 of our memories this year to talk about. Just kidding, I actually didn't do that because that would take really long and it's really hot out here and we want to get through this. However, I would like to recall a few of the accomplishments that we've had this year. First off, our student council raised the most money in the state for our chosen charity. We also achieved many athletic achievements, such as the 4x1 spring track team winning their CBCs and states, as well as girls lacrosse recently winning their states. Many of us have also reached our own goals and successes individually, and we will continue to do so throughout the rest of our lives. Many of us have gone to school together for most of our lives, and tonight is the last time that we'll all be gathered here together. We have come together for football games, pep rallies, proms, homecomings, and so much more that will leave us behind with memories that we'll cherish forever. As we leave today, we will leave behind a legacy that will last on through the school through all of our contributions and accomplishments. I urge you to continue on these paths as we must now set out to make our difference in the world. Tonight may be the last time they were all on the same row or field together, but we will always be connected through these past 4 years. I speak for all of us when I say what an honor it is to be a Redbird, and we will always be brought together through this experience. Thank you to our teachers for pushing us every day in our classrooms and always believing in us to reach our full potential. Thank you to our families for their constant support in every aspect of life. And thank you everyone for your time, and welcome to the 100th graduation of Allentown High School. And before I pass it back to Mr. Pay, I thought it would be a good idea to start off by taking one last class photo together. So if everyone wants to turn and look really quick, we'll get a nice picture, all right? Come on. All right, thank you everyone, welcome.
Thank you, Braley. At this time, I would like to welcome to the podium Catherine Giovanelli. Catherine was the former president of the Allentown FFA chapter and dedicated much of her time towards the organization. She has a passion for agriculture and was always very involved in her 4-H club, where she showed goats as well as rabbits. Catherine was also a member of the National Honor Society. She is now serving as the New Jersey FFA state president and plans to study agribusiness management in the future. Congratulations.
Would everyone please stand as we conduct the Pledge of Allegiance? The American flag is behind the graduates, if you could please turn that way. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing, as I would now like to welcome the senior choir members who will be performing our national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave?
And Miss Wolf, that was amazing as always. Please be seated. And now I would like to call our principal, Mr. Pei, to the podium.
To our Allentown High School class of 2025, the 100th graduating class. It's hard to put into words the emotion and the excitement this evening brings. It's hard to say how proud we are of you, each and every one of you, as you celebrate this important achievement in life. It's hard to say goodbye. We've spent so much time together, and so many of you have spent so much more time with your classmates and friends. It's hard to believe that this is the last time all of you will be gathered together as you move on to something new in life. But before we close that chapter, let's take just a moment to remember the many great times that have happened during that journey, which will be shared by classmates tonight and told by friends and family as you reflect on your time at AHS. You spent roughly 700 days in school, roughly over 6 hours per day over the last 4 years. Although that may have seemed like a very long time, and maybe not every day was the very best, you persevered. You finished the race, you completed the course, and for that you should be proud. Also proud of you this evening are the many teachers, staff members, and support staff who you interacted with every day. Whether it was that security guard reminding you to get to class, or a teacher reminding you of an important assignment or exam, or anyone else simply saying good morning, have a good night, or reminding you to make good decisions as you head off to the weekend, we were here for you, keeping an eye on you, caring for you, whether you realized it at the time or not. At times, the days may have seemed long, but the years fly by. Just 4 years ago, or maybe even less if you joined us along the way, you were entering the nest as a new member of the flock. Whether you came from Stonebridge or Millstone, or you were a choice student, or joined us along the way as someone who moved into the district, you created friendships, learned more about things in your classes from teachers who not only knew their content, but were passionate about conveying it to you. Be sure to think back fondly about your time at AHS, whether it be having a class or interacting with one of our amazing staff members who are retiring this year. Ms. Fibus, who spent 17 years in the district. Mr. Schubauer, who spent 21 years in the district. Ms. Stewart, who also spent 21 years in the district. Mrs. Johnson, who spent 29 years in the district. Mrs. Koharchuk, who spent 32 years of service in the district. Or Ms. Stefaniak, who spent 39 years of service to our district. They are impressive accomplishments, and we are grateful for their commitment to our students. Those staff members and everyone else who have had the privilege of working in the building behind me are so very happy for you, and we will be forever. As we mentioned, this year we celebrate 100 years of greatness at Allentown High School. You now make the transition from student to alumni and join the ranks of many great people who called AHS home. The flock is strong, and so are you. We're sad to let you go, but it is time for you to leave the nest and move on to something new. We will miss you. We are so very proud of you, and we are grateful to be part of your journey. Congratulations to you, the Allentown High School class of 2025. Redbird Pride. It is now my pleasure to welcome Osabieh Sampson to the podium. Osa is our 2024 Student Council President. Osa joined the UFRSD community in 2021 from New York. Some of the activities Osa has been participating in are mock trial, AHS Now, History Honor Society, National Honor Society, and French Honor Society. She will be attending American University in the fall, where she will major in political science and minor in communications. Please welcome Osa Sampson.
Good evening to the families of the class of 2025 and the 100th graduating class of Allentown High School. Before I begin, I would like to thank my family, my friends, Ms. Peterson and Ms. Maurer for their encouragement and guidance throughout my 4 years, my executive board, Autumn, Brielle, Katie, and Aniela, and lastly, our amazing flock leaders, Maya, Charlie, Petey, for their cooperation and spirit during this year. Round of applause for them. Well, my last speech to you all. Here we go. Walking into Allentown for the first time as a Staten Island native was definitely one of the biggest challenges of my life. My very first class here at Allentown was World History Honors, and if you were in that class, if you know, you know. I know you guys remember that picture. Masked braids, Raph in a Big Bird costume. And it was taught by none other than Miss Peterson. I entered that class not knowing the relationships I would form and the people I would meet, but being grateful that I took a risk. Class of 2025, as a group, we started from the very bottom, but now it looks like the whole team's here. From the cancellation of our 8th grade trips to the lost luggage on our flight back from our senior trip, thank you, JetBlue, we have faced numerous challenges just to reach this moment. From devious licks to 6-7, the past 4 years have given us so much to look back on, or look forward to, if you can't wait to leave New Jersey. I truly believe we are an exceptional group, and we have so many exceptional talents that have graced the halls these past few years. We have one of the best runners in Allentown history among us, Gavin Alvarez. Where you at, Gavin? You know, everyone says you want to be like Mike, but personally, I want to be like Gavin. Gavin, in a couple years, when you have an arena of fans cheering for you, never forget some of your OG fans sitting right beside you. 1 second. Speaking of sports, this group has broken numerous records, won championships, and created legends. I know girls lacrosse won state champs last Friday. Let's give it up for them. Led by some incredible seniors who will be truly missed by that team. We also have some incredible artists like Ziggy or PJ, whose work will grace the walls of museums or art galleries one day. Or some of our many singers and musicians walking across a different stage to receive a Grammy Award. Or Catherine Giovanelli, who is currently our state FFA president, will one day make it into the FFA Hall of Fame. And finally, our courageous classmates who have decided to enlist and make our country a better place every day. Well done. Class of 2025, we deserve to be celebrated. As a group as talented as we are, we deserve recognition because we are exceptional. The standards the world has set for us, we soar above them. They said we couldn't go back to school after the pandemic, yet we did. They said we would never see each other's faces behind the masks, yet we did. We are fortunate to have teachers and staff members who have supported us through our ups and downs, never once turning their backs on us. Be sure to thank them and embrace them. Class of 2025, our light will continue to shine far past these walls of Allentown. And no matter where our futures take us, always remember that you were once a Redbird. I have so much love and admiration for every single one of you, and as Eleanor Roosevelt once said, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams, and I hope we never stop dreaming as we journey to the start of something new. Thank you. At this time, I would like to welcome the President of the Board of Education for the Upper Freehold Regional School District, Mr. Patrick Nolan.
Thank you, Osa. I had the pleasure of meeting Osa only recently, and I just want to say what a leader I believe you are and are going to be. Mr. Gutturl, Dr. McCartney, Principal Pay, Colonel Alexander, fellow members of both the Millstone and Upper Freehold Boards of Education, distinguished guests, administrators, faculty, parents, families, and of course, our guests of honor, the graduates of the Centennial Commencement Class of 2025, I am honored to be with you at this moment of celebration. My time as president is nearing an end. I recently announced my retirement and will leave the board soon. I began my first term on the school board only 1 year before you all entered kindergarten. So our time together in school has actually overlapped almost perfectly. And I'm excited to be graduating with you at this incredible 100th commencement of Allentown High School. To those of you who are entering military service, I will not steal Colonel Alexander's moment, which comes later in the ceremony, but I do wish to share with you this thought. I am humbled by your sense of service to our country and your recognition of something that's bigger than yourself. We all owe you a debt of gratitude. Thank you for what you are doing. And as I like to do at each of these events, I want to take a moment to speak on behalf of all of your families in the audience today. There are more than 2,000 people here to watch you all graduate. I think that's an amazing outcome, and perhaps some aren't even here for you. So think about those that are here. Think about those that you wish were here but couldn't make it. Your parents, your family, those that helped to raise you, they share in your success today, but they don't get a voice here. So for a few moments, I'd like to give them one. I'd like to share a story with you and frame a few encouraging thoughts that I believe they'd want you to hear if they got a chance to speak at this event, as I am now. I think I'm pretty qualified to deliver this message because I am in fact one of those parents. One of my own kids sits amongst you. I will tell you that being Delaney's dad is one of the coolest things I get to do every day. Pages are stuck. Your family's message starts with how much they care about you and want you to succeed, but they also want you to stay safe and make good decisions as you prepare to leave the nest and start the next chapter in your life. It does not matter if that next chapter is into the military, into a trade, or into college. This moment of inflection remains the same. In seeking the right words to capture this thought, I went directly to the source of all inspiration, TikTok. I found the following narrative that I feel perfectly frames what your families are focused on and what they want for you. It goes as follows. One day you'll be out in the world surrounded by people I've never met, faced with decisions I won't see. Maybe one, maybe many. To say yes, to say no, to stand your ground, or to follow the crowd. I won't be there to guide you, but I hope you hear my voice anyway. Choose the version of yourself we can both be proud of when the sun comes up. Because my job isn't to follow you forever. It's to help you become someone who knows who they are, even when no one's watching. And armed with that inspiration, I'd like to share a story with you about Steve Jobs and the Apple Company. The story shares two important birthdays that are relevant to your own life story. It begins with Steve Jobs and two friends launching Apple in 1976, likely around the time that some of your parents were born. Their first product was a desktop computer. It took all the money they had to get it started. In order to build the very first prototype, Steve Jobs even had to sell his Volkswagen bus. But they were willing to bet on themselves. The company got on a roll and did well for about a decade, but by then, the computer market was getting very competitive, and Apple slid. Steve Jobs was actually fired by the board of directors of the very company he started. He could have pouted, but he didn't. He had been knocked down, but he got back up. Lesson number one, there is no straight path to success. You are going to fail. If you're not failing, you likely aren't trying hard enough. Failure makes you better. Be brave enough to take risks that may lead to failure. It's the only way to succeed beyond what you thought was possible. Winston Churchill once said, if you're going through hell, keep going. Said differently, if you fall down 7 times, make sure you get up 8. Steve Jobs moved on to build a company called Pixar Pictures. The company created the movies you've likely grown up watching: Toy Story, Finding Nemo, Cars, Monsters, Inc., The Incredibles, and Inside Out, to name a few. He eventually sold the company to Disney. Meanwhile, Apple struggled, and Jobs was eventually brought back to lead the company in the late 90s, 10 years after being fired. Even though he made money early on, Jobs would be a footnote today if he hadn't returned to Apple in the 90s. He was kicked out of the company he helped to create for being, quote, hard to work with. Rather than change, he bided his time, then took over again, and this time his attitude was seen as part of his genius. Lesson 2, embrace who you are, flaws and all. We are all imperfect, and what makes you perfectly you is your beautiful mix of traits, emotions, skills, and behaviors. You won't be a perfect fit for all people and all endeavors, but you will be exactly right for some. Find that perfect fit and don't stop seeking it until you do. In life, you will earn what you are willing to work for. Jobs reinvented the company from personal computers to lead the world into the digital handheld age of MP3 players, tablets, phones, and watches. He did so by focusing on a company's core belief: not to make the best products, that would have been logical. Jobs aimed for something much, much bigger. He wanted to make it the company's mission to improve the human experience. Simply said, to make our lives more efficient, more convenient, and more pleasurable. They just happened to make consumer electronics. Lesson number 3, start with why. This is guidance from Simon Sinek, who explains that before anyone cares about what you do or how you do it, they care about why you do it. Find the why in the things that you commit to, and always ensure you focus on that. It will help you remain committed to your goals and will make it easier for others to understand your focus on them. Just by show of hands, how many of you have an iPhone? All right, pretty good. That iPhone was born in 2007, the same year that many of you were born. It was based on Steve Jobs' belief that the company could build a device that combined a computer, a camera, and a phone that could fit in the palm of our hand. And with that dream, Jobs changed our world. For both the parents and the educators who are here, I can attest they've struggled to get you to take your head out of that phone at times. That transformation has not always been beneficial, but we must admit, it is life-changing for all of us. I ask that you use that phone camera to take lots of pictures, but please, not of yourself. Take pictures. Your pictures will provide a window into the journey of your life. Take pictures of the people and places that have had an impact on your path. At some point in the future, you will be glad that you've captured those people and those places as you process your life's journey. Under Jobs' leadership, Apple went from being a company on the edge of failure to the largest and most valuable company on the planet. When asked why his company was so successful, Jobs talked about the concept of failing fast. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. When you can, make them quickly so you can move on to the process of correcting them. He accepted failures as inevitable. You are going to experience them. Great athletes talk about the concept of failure too. It's what motivates them. They humbly accept failure as a necessary challenge in the process of improvement. While overcoming failures is a common thread between all of the greats, it is their passion that differentiates them from everyone else. When accepting the Icon Award at the ESPYs in 2016, Kobe Bryant said, "We're not on this stage just because of talent or ability. We're up here because of 4 a.m. We're up here because of 2-a-days or 5-a-days. We're up here because we had a dream and let nothing stand in our way." Lesson number 4, identify your passion. Find your 4 a.m. Take what you know and be bold enough to push the limits of your capabilities, and don't let anything stand in your way. And while I'm at it, in my comments at this event each year, I usually try to shout out to someone in the audience that my story relates to. This year, I'm going to shout out to 7 of you: Ava Minchwarner, Bella Maglioso, Charlie Watowitz, Janine Rakub, Adriana Serace, Maya Lorenko, and Delaney Nolan. For those here that don't know, these 7 seniors are part of this year's girls lacrosse team that just won the state championship on Friday night. You and your teammates have blessed us with something that this school has never had, a state championship in lacrosse. It was a storybook ending for the 7 of you, and you brought us all along for the ride. I want to congratulate and thank you for giving us all something amazing to cheer about. And I look forward to celebrating you and your team at a future Athletic Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Whether I am talking about Steve Jobs or our Allentown girls lacrosse team, the sheer hubris of the entrepreneurial spirit, the idea that you can do something bigger and better than has ever been done before always bears watching and studying, whether to imitate or just marvel at. Unfortunately, the hero of my story, Steve Jobs, died of cancer at the age of 56. That might seem old to you right now, but I assure you, to us parents, that is not old. During his last speech, Jobs shared this wisdom. As we grow older, we start to understand that material things aren't as important as they once seemed. Whether a watch costs $30 or $300, it still tells the same time. Whether we drive a $150,000 car or a $2,000 car, we still reach the same destination. In the end, what truly matters are the experiences we've had, the relationships we've built, and the impact we've made on others. The value of life isn't measured by money, but by the love, joy, and memories we create. And my last lesson, number 5, dream big. We never know how much time we get on this planet. Do not spend your precious moments worried about the small things that will not matter in a few days or a few weeks. Pursue big, hairy, audacious goals. And do not let anyone tell you that you aren't capable. Do not be afraid of failure, but please be terrified of regret. And I'd like to leave you with one final inspiration from Steve Jobs' legacy. When he returned to Apple in 1997, he reworked the company and set out to cement a corporate culture of inspiring innovation. That year, the company released a television ad entitled Think Different. It was a tribute to those who changed the world through creativity and innovation. The ad captured images of Albert Einstein, Bob Dylan, Martin Luther King, Thomas Edison, Muhammad Ali, Amelia Earhart, and Pablo Picasso, to name a few. While the images of these people who've changed the world were displayed, a voiceover said the following. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. And so, to this amazing 100th graduating class of Allentown High School, I ask you to do 2 things. Number 1, stay crazy. And number 2, go change the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nolan. At this time, I would like to welcome Mr. Brandon Crosby, Vice Principal of Allentown High School, to the stage. Also, would seniors who are members of the choir please join Ms. Wolf.
It is my pleasure to introduce the Salutatorian of the graduating class of 2025, Frankie Colley. Frankie is the development captain of the robotics team, as well as the co-president of the Spanish Honor Society. She's been a member of National English, Math, and Science Honor Societies, as well as mentor for the Stonebridge Middle School STEM Club and debate team. She transferred here from the Monmouth County Academy of Allied Health and Science after her sophomore year. Frankie will be attending the University of California at Los Angeles in fall, majoring in neuroscience. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie Colley.
Thank you. Good evening, Board of Education members, administration, teachers, staff, family, fellow students, and everyone who made tonight possible. Thank you all for being here for what will surely be an unforgettable, life-changing, and let's be honest, incredibly long event for us all. To be standing up here tonight as the Salutatorian of the 100th graduating class of Allentown High School is an honor greater than I can express. 100 years of students have passed through the halls of our school. They've been in the very position that we are now, excited, unsure, and terrified of what comes next, but ready to say goodbye and move forward. Tonight, we become part of that legacy. But I'll admit something. I didn't think I'd ever be up here speaking to you all tonight. I had a journey a bit unique for most of you, which is why my being up here has been a bit of a question for the past few weeks. I only spent 2 of my 4 high school years at Allentown. I transferred in halfway through feeling unsure, unknown, and honestly completely out of place. It's strange to arrive in the middle of something, like showing up halfway through a story where the plot is already well underway. At first, I worried it was too late to be part of the story. Too late to catch up, and too late to really belong. But little by little, I realized that you don't have to be somewhere forever for it to matter. And you don't have to be in every chapter to leave your own mark on the story. Because it turns out, belonging isn't about time, it's about connection. A kind smile in the hallway, a teacher who believes in me, a seat saved at the lunch table, a group that lets you pull up a chair even if you weren't there on day 1. With time, Allentown became a place where I truly belonged. Not overnight, but in the quiet, steady way that real things grow. And while I changed schools, I also changed plans. I changed what I thought I wanted. And if you know anything about me, you'll know that I changed hair color, repeatedly. And I'm better for all of these changes. And in just these 2 years, I've not only grown, I've had the privilege of watching all of you grow too. Watching you become better through all of your changes. Even in such a short time, I've seen it. I've seen people step out of their shells. I've seen confidence bloom where there used to be uncertainty. I've seen classmates take risks, own their voices, and become the kind of people that others can look up to. We've all changed in ways big and small and almost always for the better. That's what high school has taught me more than anything. The importance of changing and how to keep growing. How to move forward even when the road doesn't look exactly like how you pictured. How to stay open, stay present, and stay real. I came to Allentown because I felt it would give me room to try new things, and more importantly, to discover who I was through these things. For example, trying out for the robotics team led me unexpectedly to become a captain. I found myself explaining our work to the vice president of Johnson & Johnson, or helping coordinate a district event with 2,000 spectators a day. Doubling up on Spanish classes last year started as just a way to fill a schedule, but it made me realize I didn't just want the credits, I truly wanted to learn the language. That small decision turned into taking AP Spanish this year, and now, pursuing a minor in it at UCLA. I took AP Chemistry, thinking it would be just another challenge, and instead, I found myself falling in love with science again. I also took Physics, which led me to discover that maybe I'm not quite in love with every science subject, which is also important to know. Sorry, Mr. J. But beyond the classes and clubs and chaos, Allentown gave me people. And the very first was Senora Kanapka, my junior year Spanish teacher, and the very first teacher that I met here. On that first day, when I still felt like a guest, she greeted me with such warmth and ease that I began to believe that maybe I could truly belong here. Or my lunch table, where we seemed to add 1 new person a day until we ended up with a small family. Or Madeline, who was the valedictorian to my salutatorian at Stonebridge, and again here, and who I also would not have survived AP Chem without. Sorry, Miss P. Or my smart group in AP Lang, where we talked each day about anything and everything but AP Lang. Sorry, Miss Chambliss. Or the girls in my AP Calc class who played Roblox or planned trips to Yogurtland with me while we should have been working on our final projects. Sorry, Mr. Magnus. I think we all have a few apologies we need to make to our teachers tomorrow. But anyway, I can't name all of my friends at Allentown who made my high school experience incredible, so I had them all sign the bottom of my grad cap. This way, they're up here with me because I wouldn't be without them. Now I know that these specific experiences of me finding my people are not identical to your own, but I also know that many of you have found people who shape the way you look back at your time as a Redbird. That's what makes the school matter. Not the building, but the people who make you feel like you belong in it. So look to your left. Everyone look to your left. Now look to your right. Good job. Whether you hated your high school experience and cannot wait to leave, or you loved every minute of it, there was a point in time when you smiled with these people. You shared memories and experiences with them. They became a part of your story. And of course, not every one of our people that made us who we are today walked the halls of Allentown. Our out-of-school friends, family, coaches, mentor, the people who cheered for us on the sidelines and are sitting on those bleachers watching us today. Sitting in those bleachers for me are my friends who took a train all the way from New York, George, Will, Nalini, David. With them up there is my family. All the people who have shown me never-ending support for the past 17 years. They listened to my daily rants, gave me a shoulder to lean on, and made sure I didn't drown in academic pressures. My mother in particular. When people hear I was salutatorian, most of them assume that my parents must be incredibly strict with grades and homework. In reality, I had my mom begging me every day to watch Jeopardy with her instead of doing my schoolwork. I think she's the only reason I didn't go crazy. So here is a big thank you to everyone in the bleachers tonight supporting these students and supporting my classmates. Now through all of that support, high school kept moving. The days stacked up until suddenly we're here. There's a quiet magic to high school that we only really understand once it's ending. The routines that we used to whine at, the bells, the history class one-pagers, the 11:59 due dates, the daily any questions or put your phones up. These all became the rhythm of a life we didn't realize we'd reminisce over. There's also the moments that we could not wait for that felt so far away just a few years ago. The Disney trip, senior assassin, decorating our grad caps, and walking the stage to officially be done with high school. We spent years waiting for the end of this book, and now that we're here, it's much harder to close it than expected. But here we are, on what seems like the very last page, the 100th graduating class of Allentown High School. That's not just any number, that's a century-long legacy, and we've added something that no class before us could. We were the first to spend all 4 years of high school in a world that came after the COVID-19 pandemic. Not in the chaos, but in the quiet that followed. We had to redefine normal, rebuild connection, and grow up while everything around us was still finding its shape. So to the class of 2025, thank you for the memories, the hard times, the surprising friendships, the unforgettable legacy, the way you made space for each other and for me. Thank you for letting someone who showed up halfway through feel like she'd been here all along. As we head into what comes next, whether it be college, work, military, trade school, gap years, the great unknown, remember this. Change is not the end, it's the opportunity to begin again. Change is what allows us to keep becoming the people we're meant to become, to keep writing our stories. So congratulations, class of 2025. It's been an honor to grow beside you and join your story. Now go write the sequel. Thank you.
Thank you, Frankie, and congratulations. At this time, please join me in welcoming the concert choir featuring members of the class of 2025 who will perform the song, The Start of Something New. The choir is under the direction of Miss Megan Wolf.
Understand that be the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh, and now looking in your eyes, I feel in my heart the start of something new. I never knew that it could happen till it happened to me. Oh, yeah. I didn't know it before, but now it's easy to see. Oh, it's the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh, and now looking in your eyes, I feel in my heart that it's the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh, and now looking in your eyes, I feel in my heart the start of something new. The start of something new. The start of something new.
Always outstanding, and thank you very much, choir. At this time, I would like to welcome Ms. Lynn Felino, Vice Principal of Allentown High School, to the stage. While Ms. Felino is on her way up and the choir members are returning with the graduates, we would also like to thank the FFA for the beautiful flower arrangements on the stage this evening and their wonderful job putting those together for us. So thank you very much, FFA.
It is my distinct pleasure to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2025, Madeline Rushelman. Madeline is the captain of the girls' cross country and track teams, having received 12 high school varsity letters, and is vice president of the Math Honor Society and a member of the National Science, History, English, and Spanish Honor Societies. Madeline will be attending Haverford College in the fall, majoring in biology on the pre-vet track.
Thank you, Mrs. Felino, and thank you, Mr. Pay. And good evening, family, friends, teachers, board members, and most importantly, the class of 2025, the 100th graduating class of Allentown High School. It is an incredible honor to be able to speak to you all today at this defining moment. This is a moment we've longed for, and if we're being honest, have feared at the same time. Tomorrow, we will go out into the world to pursue our dreams. But today, we have this moment together to commemorate what the last 4 years have meant to us. After struggle and success, we have finally arrived here at this moment that we have looked forward to and strived for over the past 4 years. In this moment, though, our thoughts are also filled with hopes and worries about the future that waits ahead of us. So tonight, we must question if this is the climactic end of our story together or simply the beginning of 270 new stories. We can find this answer by looking back at our experiences. As I look back at our high school experience, from the hours full of studying, to the conversations of weekend plans held between classes, to the after-school hours spent sweating it out on the sports taking place on this very turf, to the late night hours spent by the robotics team perfecting an impressively complex robot, to the practices held by the band and choir, polishing every note for the big performance, to the 8 a.m. track practices, full of miles upon miles. As I look back at this high school experience, I would undoubtedly postpone this night for just one more chance to travel that path once again. Our experiences have been defined by these shiny moments, but also by hardship and endeavor. Whether it was the momentous defeat or minor frustrations that have taken place over the past 4 years, these experiences have also played crucial roles in shaping the people we have become in high school and for the rest of our lives to come. The term graduation takes on a whole new meaning tonight, one that comes to collectively include the 4 preceding years. What will we remember when we say that we were the class of 2025? We might remember that we were the magnificent 100th class, or we might remember special school projects, or perhaps both the Mirrorball Junior Prom and Great Gatsby Senior Prom, or maybe attending football games. But when we say class of 2025, it will be something different for each and every one of us that made this experience special. I know that one of the things I will remember forever will be my experience on Allentown's cross-country and track teams. I remember showing up to cross-country preseason in August of 2021, a freshman anxious to make friends on the team. You can imagine how I felt when I got there and found out I was the only freshman. I was petrified. Very soon, though, I came to realize the type of accepting and caring people that make up Allentown, as I made lifelong friends and found my place on the team. As I look back at this moment, 4 years later, I can appreciate the enormous growth of my track team and the significant change it has brought about within myself. Through the gaining of teammates who became my best friends and family, and the introduction of wonderful coaches, especially Coach B, who I couldn't be more grateful for his relentless support, no matter on the cross-country hills or on this very track. Thank you, Coach B. Through this development, I found myself growing and flourishing into a person that I could have only dreamed of becoming in my freshman year. These are the people that make up Allentown, incredibly kind and notably caring people that not only have made me change in the best possible way, but are going to make saying goodbye so difficult. In particular, I cannot end my speech without thanking the incredible teachers and staff of Allentown, especially Mrs. Graber and Mrs. Reed, for teaching me pivotal lessons that go beyond the classroom. I would also like to thank my best friends, especially Madison and Matt, for always putting a smile on my face and laughing at my jokes, even though they're never as funny as I think they are. And lastly, thank you to my family, especially Mom, Dad, and Emma, for believing in me day in and day out and giving me your unwavering support. Words cannot acknowledge how extremely grateful I am for all of you. However, I cannot acknowledge the support and encouragement of just my own family without recognizing all the families here tonight. You deserve more gratitude than words can express, for tonight is a culmination of your countless sacrifices and continuous support. Tonight, we say goodbye as this road we have been on together splits. We are now at a crossroad that intersects our lives and journeys as we wonder, hesitate, and dream. Some of us will be traveling across the country, while others will be staying close to home. And to those who are heading to serve our country, your bravery and altruism will never be forgotten. You have our utmost respect. Class of 2025, we are the 100th class of Allentown High School. This is more than a number. It includes all of the experiences we have had and all the people we are, but also the people that we are going to become. As we go out into the world, class of 2025, I hope you take these experiences with you on your journey and show the world the type of marvelous, caring, brilliant, community-minded, hard-working people that make up Allentown's 100th class. As I say my final goodbye to all of you, I will not wish you all good luck. I stand here speaking before an audience full of uniquely talented people, all of whom are more than capable of achieving anything they set their sights on. Neither wishing nor luck have let us come this far, and it won't be these things that carry us through the rest of our lives. Looking back over the past 4 years, what was important was not reaching the destination. It was enjoying the journey to get here. So tonight, we find that this graduation is not an end nor a beginning, but a step on the journey that we embarked on long ago. Tonight is not the destination of all our travels, instead, simply another stop on that journey. So tonight, let that journey continue. This is the start of something new. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Madeline. Congratulations. Each year, the senior class remembers the school and their alma mater in a special way. The secretary of the class of 2025 is Savannah Munson, and the treasurer of the class of 2025 is Evangeline Huey. Will Savannah and Evangeline please come to the podium to share how the class of 2025 will remember AHS. While they're coming to the podium, I would like to tell you a little bit about them both. Evangeline Huey is your 2025 senior class treasurer. Throughout her time in high school, Evangeline has been involved heavily in encouraging both school spirit and out of school through her time in marching band, robotics, class activities, peer leaders, honor societies, and this past year being elected as homecoming queen. Next year, Evangeline will be attending Rutgers University, majoring in biology on a pre-med track. She will also be part of the Rutgers Army ROTC program. Savannah Munson is our 2024-2025 senior class secretary. She's a member of both the soccer and golf teams. She's going to attend Florida Atlantic University in the fall. She cannot wait to see what she and her classmates will accomplish in the future.
Good evening, graduates, families, hi grandma, and staff. We hope you are all doing well.
Our senior class works to coordinate activities and fundraising for activities throughout the year. With our efforts this year, we were able to create an amazing homecoming banner, decorations, senior sunrise, and sunset, and most importantly, a beautiful senior prom.
Since we have raised so much this year, we are fortunate to have excess funds to give back. This year, we will be donating benches to the Science National Honor Society to furnish a courtyard right outside Miss Testa and Miss Panasek's classrooms. A lot of landscaping has been done to create the foundation for the courtyard starting this past year, thanks to the members of Science National Honor Society. The courtyard will soon be full of greenery for students to enjoy.
Our spectacular events this year could not have happened without the help of our class advisors, Mrs. Panasek and Mrs. Ricciardi. A special thank you goes out to them for their everlasting support and the rest of the staff and student council at Allentown. Your guidance in planning and executing this year's activities have not gone unnoticed.
And lastly, to the class of 2025, good luck to each and every one of you in your future endeavors. Thank you for listening and best wishes.
Thank you very much, Savannah and Evangeline. Now we come to a special part of our graduation program. I'm going to call the following students to please come to the stage as we recognize our students who are entering the military. Charles Case, Merchant Marine Academy. Charles Duffy, ROTC, Army. Rodrigo Farfan, United States Army. Nicholas Gall, United States Air Force. Evangeline Huey, ROTC, Army. Frank Ialachi, ROTC, Air Force. Nicholas Maglioso, ROTC, Navy. Ava Minchwarner, ROTC, Army. Deegan Semanchik, United States Air Force. And Nicholas Tarazi, United States Navy. Now I have the honor of introducing Lieutenant Colonel Stephen J. Alexander, retired United States Air Force, to present our military recognition.
Thank you, Mr. Pay, Superintendent Cotero, President Nolan, respected members of the Board of Education, faculty, administrators, parents, family, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. It's my pleasure to be here again and to recognize these young men and women who are entering military service from the class of 2025. They say military recruitment is up. This is the largest number of Allentown High School graduates entering military service since 2018, when there was 13 graduates entering. That's an impressive number. Also, only 0.4% of the United States population serve in our military. 0.4%. Welcome to the real top 1%. Before we get started, can we give a round of applause for these young men and women's parents? Mom and Dad, we know it's not easy guiding your children to a decision of entering military service, especially in these uncertain times. To give you an idea how committed this community and this high school is to military service, Ava Minchwarner's older sister and Nicholas Gall's older brother stood on this stage entering the Coast Academy in 2021 and 2022 respectively. Thank you to these families. In my 24-year career, I've learned a lot. I've served on active duty, in the reserves, in the Air National Guard. I've been stationed throughout this great country, overseas, and deployed to Iraq in 2006. I have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've learned a lot, and I have 10 lessons I hope that I can help you and guide you through your military career. I've learned these lessons, some quicker than others. The first thing I learned came from my father almost immediately. There is no late in the military. In fact, on time is late. When your classmates this fall are contemplating blowing off their art history class on Friday because they may have participated in college traditions on Thursday night, You won't have that luxury. My advice, be early. It separates you from the rest of everyone else. It shows leadership. Number 9, your training instructor or drill instructor are not your enemy. They are serving an incredible role in preparing you to handle stress, the likes of which most people can't understand and will never experience. They will be training you to keep your cool, think, and act under conditions that 99% of the population would buckle. You may be scared, and that's normal, but courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is operating in spite of it. It starts with your training. You always fall back on your training. Number 8, do not tolerate the senior ranks. Respect them. Learn from them. Ask them questions. Ask them about your job, their job, what expectations they have. They did not get to their ranks because it was easy. They earned it. Number 7, master your job. Don't meet the standard, set the standard. If you are in the infantry, be the best shot possible. Lives will depend on it. If you're going to be support, know your regulations, because the operation side will depend on you. Set the standard, because if you are ordered into harm's way, you will be able to answer the question, can your teammates count on you? When you master your job and set the standard, your teammates will know they can count on you. It is a trust and a sacred bond that is only shared in the military. Number 6, never ask someone to do something that you are not willing to do yourself. Good leaders lead by example. All of you at some point will earn rank and leadership responsibility. The good leaders do not lead from the rear. When you master your job and set the standard, you will lead by example and from the front. And number 5, this goes to everybody. Remember this too. Politicians do not provide the rights we enjoy in this great country. You will, and those that came before you. Number 4, read the article on sheep, wolves, and sheepdogs, written by Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman. There are 3 types of people in this world: the sheep, the wolves, and the sheepdogs. You are about to become a sheepdog. People smile and think a sheepdog is cute, but the sheepdog has fangs and an important purpose: the protection of the flock from the wolves. There are people that simply do not believe the wolves will come. They are the sheep. You are entering a world that requires you to prepare every day for the day the wolves come, or the day you are unleashed and ordered to go after the wolves. Be ready. Number 3, integrity is non-negotiable. Be accountable. Own your mistakes. Don't make excuses. Learn from your mistakes. Don't repeat them. Apologize when needed. Number 2, honor your mother and your father with all you do. Trust me, you do not go into harm's way alone. Your parents go with you. Honor them. Your mother will proudly and rightfully show everyone or post your photos every chance she gets of you in your military uniform, bragging about you. Your father, if you are deployed into harm's way, will be the last one to embrace you, wishing that he could change places with you. Honor him. And number 1, don't be afraid to pray or have faith. Have faith in your God, your family, and the man or woman standing next to you. You'd be surprised when mortars are falling how quickly people find faith in something. In the future, when our politicians stop arguing and debating, orders are going to be given, and it will become your mission to execute national policy and to protect our way of life. And it will be you that raises their hand and says, "Send me, I'll go." You are about to walk the warrior's path. It's not easy. If it was, everyone would do it. I congratulate you on your choices. I wish you Godspeed. This entire community salutes you. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2025 Allentown High School graduates entering military service.
I would like to thank and congratulate our graduates. And I would also like to thank Mr. Alexander for the significant contribution to our graduation ceremony this and every year. Thank you very much. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of the Upper Freehold Regional School District, Mr. Mark Terrell.
Thank you, Mr. Pay. Board of Education members, District Administration, Mr. Pay, Ms. Flino, Mr. Crosby, class of 2025, this is the last speech of the evening. "100 years, a century of tradition, transformation, and alumni who sat where you sit now. While the milestone is important, tonight is really about you and just how much you mean to everyone here. And I want you to know how honored I am to have been your superintendent, not just this year, but throughout your high school journey. I want you to, though, take a quick travel back in time. The year 1925, 100 years. A brand new building was built to house Allentown High School, it's now Newell Elementary School, for $78,000. And even back then, New Jerseyans were complaining about the cost of schools. We haven't changed much. It was the middle of the Roaring 20s. Calvin Coolidge was president. It was only a few years after World War I. The Great Gatsby, which was referenced earlier, was published. The amazing and awesome New York Giants entered the NFL. The Model T by Ford was still the dominant car, and we were 2 years away from the release of the image dissector known as the TV. Graduation speeches in 1925 focused on themes like civic and moral responsibility, patriotism, optimism, and the exciting, rapidly changing age of technology. Ideas that still resonate with all of us. I would just like to talk about three really quick ones. The first story is a story about Bertha Snyder, who you don't know and never heard of. Bertha Snyder was the valedictorian of Milford High School in Ohio in 1925. And I found her speech online. And the theme of her speech, another theme that was said throughout speeches tonight, was play the game, focusing on the game of life. In essence, she was sharing that you have to be in it to win it. She mentions the game isn't always easy, referring to the ups and downs and how you need to get up when knocked down and take advantage of what's in front of you. Today, your superintendent might say carpe diem or seize the day, with a similar message of you can't go backwards in life and to grab life, make it happen. Anna Quinlan at a college graduation said one of my favorite quotes of all time. You, the class of 2025, walk out of here this evening with only one thing that no one else has. There will be hundreds of people out in the world with your same interests. There will be lots of people who want to do what you want to do for a living. But you are the only person alive who has the sole custody of your life. In 1925, play the game was such a relatable idea. As you move forward, try to make your life extraordinary. Be excellent. Don't let abilities collect dust. Play the game, get knocked down, get up, and make your lives extraordinary. For technology in 1925, technology wasn't evolving at a rapid pace as well. Airplanes and automobiles were morphing into newer versions. The radio was at its peak. And I mentioned the TV was on its way. While the conversation wasn't about your phones and spending too much time on them, 1925 superintendents were probably arguing that there's way too much time spent on typewriters and that cursive and handwriting is where we really need to focus. Some would still argue today. As many know, we have spent a lot of time discussing and tightening up what we do with cell phones. Advances in technology will most likely change the world in 100 years, and certainly in the next 5. As technology relates to each one of you, I want you to be aware of something I heard actually on TikTok as well. Control your phone, don't let it control you. Please, 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 don't let how you use your phone define who you are. In the world of technology is taking over, always remember the power of looking someone in the eye and shaking their hand. It matters. Embrace technology for sure, but always know the importance of positive human interaction will never, ever go away. And lastly, I want to tell you a brief story about Disney that relates with every one of you, with your parents, and I'm going to ask you for help with this one. The Walt Disney Company was founded in 1923 in Los Angeles, California, just 2 years before our first commencement. Disney has certainly evolved over that time. You may have heard, and you may not have heard, of the Disney hug rule. In Disney, if you want to see a character, you either wait in line, see a princess or prince, or you might see Mickey and Minnie walking around. And what I never knew is that they have a guiding principle about those moments when little kids go up to hug them. When little kids go up to hug them, the characters will never be the first to let go. They're trained never be the first when the child is hugging them. They let the child decide when that moment is over. It's a small gesture that says, I'm here as long as you need me, to a kid. Graduates, think of your loved ones as your kids. Most days, being the parent of a high school student, I know this, you do a quick lean in, maybe a wave, run out the door. You really don't want that human interaction with your parents at that moment. Your parent, your sibling, your grandparent, your friend might want to give you a hug. And as brief as you may want that hug to be, they may want to hold on a little longer. Let them be the first to let go. Everyone is excited by the next chapter in your lives, but it is a very, very sentimental moment for the people in this audience. Make it a habit and commit today that you're going to be like those Disney characters and don't be the first to let go. And as we get ready to call your names up here, I have one last thought. Life is great, but when you play the game, there will be ups and downs. And I want to make sure you know that we have your back. And we did this last year and I loved it. Stay seated, but everybody else, please stand up if you're able to. Everybody in the audience, please stand up. Don't ever feel as if you were on the journey of life alone. I want you to look around. This fine group of people that are standing tonight have your back. Don't ever hesitate to reach out, talk to, seek support, brag about how cool you are, or just say hey for any reason. You are not and will never be alone in your journey through life's ups and downs. You are part of this community, the community that believes in you, roots for you, and will show up for you again and again. We are here and will be here. Never forget that. Once a Redbird, always a Redbird. Carpe diem, class of 2025. You may be seated. Members of the Board of Education, by the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey as superintendent, proud superintendent of the Upper Freehold Regional School District, I do hereby accept that certification of Allentown High School principal, Mr. Todd Pay, that all the students here present have satisfied the requirements as defined by the statutes and administrative code of the state of New Jersey and the policies of the Upper Freehold Regional School District Board of Education, and it's my absolute pleasure to present them to you for graduation.
Will our graduates, except for the first row, the remaining graduates, please have a seat. At this time, I would like to call upon Osa Sampson, Student Council President, and Catherine Giovanelli, FFA President, who will read the names of our graduates. The graduates will come forward when their name is called, accept their diploma cases. As they approach the podium, I want to bring to your attention the number of different color cords and stoles that our graduates are wearing. The program lists what each cord, color, and stole represent.
Xavier Alvarez. Olivia Barra. Isabella Creighton. Rayma Daniel. Layla Darling. Catherine Deal. Lauren Fanning. Castian Hansing. David Genizelli. Gabriella Manar Noli. Thomas Reasoner. Liliana Relvis. Christina Sabatini. Aiden Sluter. Bridget Stemler. Tucker Thomas. Benjamin Utset. Aaron Wozalik.
Frankie Colley. Madeline Rushelman. Sophia Kalakarakis. Michelle Agiv. Lila Eshtelevich. Naomi Aileen. Bailey Altop. Gavin Alvarez. Christian Amix. Isabel Andre. Hamilton Appel. Raphael Argao. Ethan Bailey. Hudson Berry. Hayden Bauer. Brian Becker. Aniruth Bodala. Kayla Bowman. Nicholas Bonavita. Rashad Bonsu.
Jillian Braun. John Breslin. Christian Brett. Leo Bridgewater Jr. Constantine Bruno. Rafferty Burden. Casey Byrne. Scott Cairns. Julian Cardoso. Charles Case. Maxim Castellano. Mia Castillo. Sophia Santani. Karina Chang. Olivia Sislak. Nicholas Colella. Nicodemo Coppola.
Grace Cottrell. Alexandria Crawley. Eric Danzy. Kelly Gomes DeRocha. Gianna Divino. Anna Tapinho. Sophia Derisi. Vishek Desai. Lindsay DiMarzio. Emma Dombrowski. Joseph Dona. Boris Drachenko. Charlie Duffy. Zachary Duggan. Mia Dulski. Gaia Dumbra. Owen Dizikowski. Julia Eitzen.
Kylie Elefante. Louis Anthony Fallis. Rodrigo Farfan. Haley Figueroa. Bella Donata Ferretto. Remy Forch. Kayla Foy. Kylie Franny. Margot Franny. Aaron Freud. Autumn Galicio. Salvatore Galina. Nicholas Gall. Angelina George. Jeremy George. Fiona Jambalai.
Michael Gorlick. Amy Gonzalez. Jillian Gray. Luke Greenbaum. Javier Gray. Zachary Guerrero. Solveig Holland. Jack Haddock. Gabriella Hyduke. Sean Heisler. Amanda Hoagland. Evangeline Huey. Antonio Idavaya. Frank Ialici. Dominic Inzilla. Samantha Irwin. Mary Janiska. Jason Jadell.
Ariel Jones. Sienna Jones. Sophia Jones. Scott Jordan. Ryan Jung. Giovanna Canaris. Karina Kane. Landon Kent. Jenna Curlin. Madeline Kish. Rachel Claymon. Isabel Knott. Dakota Knox. Chase Knudsen. Parker Cozone. Anthony Cazole. Olivia Cranack. Noah Krasner.
Arlen Krakuti. Laurentina Krakuti. Benjamin Cooey. Kate LaChance. Haley Ledoux. Braley LaFisca. Taylor Lala. Madison LaMonica. Aiden Landau. Joseph Lando. Logan Lasala. Sabrina Lavarada. Dane Leagy. Madison Lester. Jolina Levy. John Paul Lubanti. John Lungi.
Christian Macaluso. Isabella Maglioso. Nicholas Maglioso. Brenna Maloney. Thomas Maltese. Mason Marcantonio. Amanda Marciniak. Madeline Moreau. Andrew Marshall. Peter Marucci. Elena Matthew. Joshua Machin. Cassidy Maza. Cedric Mbachu. Sean McCaffrey. Molly McCrae. Liliana McLaughlin. Sophia Meltzer.
Tatum Menzies. Evan Miller. Rachel Minch. Ava Minch Warner. Amrit Maringer. Sophia Montero. Savannah Munson. Michael Omid Nibzada. John Paulo Navroski. Alexander Nero. Noah Newberg. Delaney Nolan. Nathan Akori. Mariana Ohovsky. Vito Oliveri. Martha Alarunishula. Jacob O'Neill.
Ivan Pabon. Heather Paglia. Anirudh Panya. Natalie Pardo. Arya Patel. Araf Putnight. Bailey Patton. Aubrey Pecorelli, Ryan Pellegrino, Lily Pelling, Reese Perry, Michael Prasad, Juliana Pierleonardi, Alex Pinero, Jordan Pinto, Alexander Plankshaft, Cody Ponzio,
Ashna Rai, Luisa Ramirez, Megan Rauscher, Nicholas Ricaldi, Alexandra Rennie, Emma Rennie, Jessica Rennie, Maddie Resch, Taylor Rett, Mayana Rivera, Jacob Rohr, Nicholas Roth, Chloe Rubin, Matthew Ruiz, Janine Rucab, Trinity Ryan,
Jalen Sayrafe, Marguerite Scaturo, Justin Schurman, Aiden Schwartz, Matthew Schweitzer, Dominic Scotto, Deegan Samanchik, Sylvia Serino, Mackenzie Shaw, Kyle Simmels, Kissenjot Singh, Sarah Smith, Lexi Springer, Reese Stewart, Emma Stottlemyre, Elizabeth Stout, Spencer Strambach, Joseph Strong.
Layali Suleiman, Adriana Surace, Vincent Surace, Brandon Sweeney, Annabelle Zaro, Ziggy Tamano, Gianna Tanzi, Nicholas Tarazi, Lily Toporek, Connor Ugiano, Yugi. Nairam Ugorgi. Irva Olhuk. Connor Urig. Ethan Urig. Caden Valentine. Chloe Vincent.
Anthony Visconti. Lorenzo Wagner. Alexandra Walkley. Maddox Watson. Eli Watt. Christopher Whalen. Tanner Wilson. Travis Wilson. Isabella Wisdom Guest. Charlie Witowitz. Matthew Wood. Amelia Wroblewski. Ryan Zane. Brandon Zambrio. Wyatt Zhao. Catherine Giovanelli. Catherine Giovanelli.
And last but certainly not least, Osavier Sampson.
This time I would like to welcome Bailey Patton to the podium. Bailey is the 2024-2025 Senior Class Vice President. She is also Secretary of Allentown's National Honor Society. Bailey was the team captain of the girls varsity basketball team this year and will be attending Virginia Tech in the fall, where she will be majoring in business. At the end of our ceremony, our graduates will be escorted out of Redbird Stadium by the vice principals to a receiving line formed by staff. We ask that families do not leave the stadium until all the graduates have exited the seating area. You'll be able to meet them outside of the stadium. Staff, at this time, I'm going to please ask you to move to the receiving line, exiting the seating area by the choir.
Now for the moment we've been waiting for. Before we begin, on behalf of the class of 2025, I would like to thank the teachers, faculty, staff, and all of our families who have guided and supported us throughout our 4 years at Allentown. Without you, we wouldn't be standing here today celebrating the accomplishment of becoming high school graduates. The tassels on our caps represents the journey we have taken here together at Allentown. The friendships we've made, challenges we've faced, memories we will cherish, and our personal and academic growth. It represents who we've become and who we're still becoming. The transition from a high school student into adulthood and new beginnings. As we close this chapter of our lives and embark on our new journeys, we will always share one thing in common: the years we spent here at Allentown. Allentown will forever be a part of us, and whether we were part of the same friend groups, teammates, or classmates, we are all Redbirds, having we successfully navigated the trials and tribulations of high school, celebrating or cheering each other on. There's so much we could take away from our experience here at Allentown, but the camaraderie and community we have built together will never be forgotten. Now, graduates, please stand. As we step forward, let us embrace the risk, uncertainty, and infinite possibilities we will encounter. It is time for us to take all the lessons from the last 4 years to begin our next adventure. Now please join me in taking your tassels in your hands and moving it from the right